Zhiyun sent us the Cinepeer CQ5, which, interestingly enough, the model that they sent me actually says Smooth Q5. This brings back a lot of memories because a long time ago I actually created a Smooth Q video back when the channel was starting. So this is definitely bringing back a lot of Zhiyun memories. It's been a while. And I had the opportunity to take this gimbal to my home island of Puerto Rico, and I was able to record some B-roll in our Airbnb and of course create an image stabilization comparison. So we're just gonna dive right into that. Smartphone image stabilization is getting really good. Built-in optical image stabilized footage as well as digitally image stabilized footage is getting really good. Especially when you compare just a wide angle or even an ultra wide angle, it's really difficult to tell the difference. But when you zoom in, that's when you truly can see the sharpness be impacted with the micro vibrations of your step-in. Being able to use a stabilizer like the Zhiyun Cinepeer CQ5 will give you the ability to have a little bit more of a seamless impact. There might still be a little weight shift, and if you bend your knees and ninja walk one foot in front of the other, you're definitely going to be able to get butter with this stabilizer. So as far as image stabilizing goes, it's great. It does the job. It's fantastic. But one of the amazing features of this gimbal is giving you extension capabilities. So you actually have a 215mm extension rod that gives you the ability to get underslung shots, low to the ground, and it opens up the possibilities for you to create cinematic shots like a crane shot, a jib reveal shot, and it just facilitates being able to record above crowds, high places, low places without bending your back. So it makes life a lot easier. Now, another great feature of the Zhiyun Cinepeer CQ5 is your ability to get the combo, which includes the AI tracking module. And this means that no matter the app, no matter what software, no matter what smartphone you're using, you could be live streaming, you could be just recording on Instagram or in the native camera app, you'll be able to get that tracking and stay on the frame with a simple gesture. In my testing, it worked as intended. It is definitely substantially night and day much better than the built-in tracking on their application. For some reason, it wasn't keeping me on the frame. However, when I was using the AI tracking module, it was fundamentally flawless. So if you do end up picking up this gimbal and you would love to have that awesome AI tracking capability, I highly encourage you to get the combo because it includes that. Now, the combo also includes a fill light that behaves very similar to the AI tracking module. It uses magnets to connect and be able to use it, and you can even rotate it depending on the orientation of your smartphone. On the Zhiyun Cinepeer CQ5, you can actually put it on the inside, on the outside of the smartphone stabilizer, or top and bottom in order to fit your needs. And this is actually a really awesome value because not only with the combo you get the AI tracking module, but you get this fill light that just realistically make your life a lot easier when you're filming in dark environments and you want to vlog with your phone, but it's too dark. This is definitely a much welcome value proposition. Now, at the time of this recording, the Zhiyun Cinepeer CQ5 standard configuration, which includes a tripod, a cable, and the gimbal itself, sits at $75.70. This is a fantastic value. I repeat, $75.70 at the time of this video being recorded. The regular price sits at $99 US. However, the combo, which includes the AI tracking module and the fill light, as well as the tripod, charging cable, and the gimbal itself, sits at $106.30, which is phenomenal value. This is insane. If you're looking for a standard traditional gimbal, nothing too flashy, nothing too crazy, that can stabilize your footage, give you a great set of functions on the app with time-lapse capabilities, dolly zoom options, rotations, you name it. The things that we've already been used to, especially for the holidays if you're trying to get a gift for someone, this is a phenomenal prize and I highly encourage you to jump on it. The CQ5 is foldable and portable, so I was actually able to take it with me on my vacation, on my trip, and it wasn't an inconvenience. You could just simply fold it and put it around. Now, the reason why I wanted to test this gimbal, it's because it's a very traditional looking smartphone stabilizer. It doesn't have any other flashy features or anything like that. It has a removable tripod that, you know, it's another thing to carry, but if you're looking to capture time lapses and things like that, you're able to get those things done with the Cami app, with their native application. If you're trying to capture panoramas, if you're trying to capture motion time lapse, things of that nature, their application is packed with a ton of different now normal modes and a ton of different aids in their application that allow you to get a little bit more creative set of shots. It does have a manual mode, at least on iOS, and you'll be able to dial in your settings. And the gimbal itself, it's very powerful in terms of being able to withstand your big phones like your Pro Maxes of the world and things of that nature. Now, the payload capacity sits at around 285 grams. I would say a little bit more, a little bit less. So I wouldn't go on this gimbal thinking that you'll be able to build in a ProRes rig and add lenses and filters. This gimbal is clearly aimed at individuals that just want a solution to stabilize your video, get a little bit more of a selfie stick extension capability, and just make life easy. With the AI tracking module, of course, that gets elevated because now you don't need anybody else to keep you in the frame, and it's just a nice overall good gimbal if you're looking for a value proposition. Another feature that the Cinepeer CQ5 can perform is actually voice control via the CY Cami app. You can actually say, hey Cami, start recording or start tracking, and it will do so. Now, if you're using the voice control, make sure you're in a quiet environment, controlled environment, because any kind of outside noise, interference, and constant competition, it may not yield the results you want. You may find yourself repeating multiple times, but if you're in your room like this and you're trying to record with the smartphone stabilizer and keep yourself in the center of the frame, you can actually prompt your recording using the ZY Cami app. If not, the AI tracking module, in my opinion, is the best way to track because that opens up the door for you to be able to use any application. And with a small gesture, you can stop tracking. Now, in the front of the gimbal, you have a joystick, a mode button, and of course, your shutter button. You can cycle between the different modes, and it's the standard modes, your pan follow, your pan and tilt follow, your lock mode. You also have the capability of doing an all follow mode and POV, which pretty much follows every kind of axis, not only the Y or X axis, but also the roll. So you can definitely adjust those things there. And then there's a dial in the side of the gimbal that allows you to control the light intensity. There's also a trigger in the back of the gimbal in order to switch between your landscape, your portrait, as well as reset your gimbal. So I encourage you to take a look at the manual so you can get acclimated with the different modes if you end up picking one up. Now, one piece of constructive feedback that I have is the fact that this button on the right side of the gimbal, it feels like it's a little too low. So I found myself unintentionally at times with my knuckle pressing that button, and in the middle of my recording, the gimbal would just go on standby or shut off. So I started using it more with my left hand, and that actually started to make a lot more sense because the grip is more towards the left. But overall, the Zhiyun Cinepeer CQ5, it's a pretty awesome solution for the value proposition right now. If you manage to get it, this looks like a fantastic solution for the holidays. So if you're interested in picking one up for you or for a loved one, check the links in the description. But I want to know what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you have any questions or suggestions, drop them down there so we can continue to create relevant content for you. If you found value and enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down in the description. All the links to Zhiyun and the gear that I use are down there as well. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I'll catch you on the next one.